Hello? Hello. I'm a reporter and I'm calling from a national newspaper. Are you aware that the two men who were co-signed on your mortgage were just arrested for fraud? No, I had no comment for them, but I had plenty of comments for myself. Julie, you are such an idiot. And Julie, you are so lucky. Several years earlier, my then husband and I had been struggling financially. We were drowning. We did not have the money to pay all of our bills. I'm a nurse practitioner, but I didn't want to work 40 plus hours a week. I wanted to have time to be home with our young child. I wanted her father to take some financial responsibility. He was working, but not successfully. But he was very financially creative. So he wanted things to be better also. So he came to me one day and he said, Julie, did you know that mortgages are based on gold? But there really isn't any gold in the Treasury. Did you know that mortgages are illegal? There are two men in California who can rewrite our mortgage, and we won't have to pay it back. Now, I knew this was crazy, but I was so tired of having a stomach ache every time I went to pay the bills. And I so wanted him to, there to be a solution. And so I signed the documents that that shared our mortgage with these people. It's amazing how far a paycheck goes when you don't have to pay a mortgage. But this process did not, in fact, save our marriage. I did a lot of work as I started to realize that I couldn't support this way of being. And I finally got to the place where I said to myself and to him, I am no longer going to stay in this marriage because I'm too afraid to leave. When we got divorced, I got the house and I got the debt. It's amazing how credit card debt, which one it easily gets racked up when you don't have money to pay the bills, but the credit card debt goes up and up and up because the interest rate goes up and up and up. I grew up in a family that was very traditional financially. My father had died. My father had been cremated. If cremated people could roll over in their graves, he would have been doing it. This was not what he would have expected from me. So the bankruptcy lawyer that I went to talk to, because I didn't know what else to do, said that I could take the money that I had inherited from my father and I could pay down what was owed on the mortgage. It turns out when I went to go do that that mortgage was about to go into foreclosure, but that information had been sent to the guys in California, so I didn't know. I also had this credit card debt. I had an old friend who had recently come back into my life, and he offered to lend me the money to pay off that credit card debt at a reasonable interest. I will tell you that 17 years later, I have paid off that debt, and I've been happily married to that man for 16 years. We also just paid off the mortgage on that house. So now I really do have that extra money that one doesn't have to put into a mortgage. So I want to just say that it's very possible for smart people to do really stupid things. And I also want to say that everybody deserves a second chance. Thank you.